This is the ProArt PA27 AC color accurate monitor from ASUS. If you want to have a monitor for your professional design, photography, videography, and or editing work, then this is for you. 27 inches monitor with almost bezel-free display viewing area, QWHD 2560 by 1440 screen resolution, 100% sRGB and Rec. 709 color space, and to have multiple ports. This monitor is really a game changer from the built-in laptop monitor that I'm using from the past 4 years of doing creative works. Hey guys, my name is Jeff Geronimo and this is my ASUS ProArt PA27 AC monitor review after using it for almost 6 months. So for this video, we'll have 3 parts: the key specs of this monitor, my user experience, and lastly, pros and cons. For the design of this monitor, it has 27 inches panel size, display viewing area of 600.6 by 348.3mm, very straightforward silver color base stand, no flashy lighting effects, sleek and premium feel. It is also compatible for monitor arms since it has VESA wall mounting located at the back of the monitor with the 100 by 100mm size. And lastly, my favorite, no branding in front of the monitor. Next is its physical adjustments. You can tilt, swivel, adjust the height, and rotate this monitor, giving you a much more flexibility in terms of your working space or type of work. For its ports, which I also love, it contains 2 Thunderbolt 3, 1 DisplayPort 1.2, 1 HDMI version 2.0, 2 HDMI version 1.4, a USB hub which contains 4 ports of USB 3.0, earphone jack, and 1 USB-C that can deliver a 45-watt power for your laptop or other devices while being connected to the monitor. For its buttons located at the back of the monitor, it has 1 joystick, which is a great feature for me at least since it gives you a more flexibility control in the menu panel and 5 other buttons to select options. Out of the box, you can already choose color space presets in this monitor, from standard mode to sRGB where I usually set the monitor by default, Rec. 709 mode when I edit videos, reading mode when I browse the internet or write scripts, scenery mode when we watch videos on Netflix and YouTube, and lastly, the darkroom mode, which I haven't tried yet. With the external features and presets out of the way, let's go with the display. This monitor has a 2560 by 1440 resolution with the max brightness of 400 nits. Its panel type is IPS, perfect for what we're doing at work and here on YouTube. The refresh rate of this monitor is not that high, having max of 60 Hz, since this is leaning towards creative works than gaming. For its color space, we've already mentioned earlier that this ProArt PA27 AC monitor from ASUS has 100% sRGB and Rec. 709, so expect to have an accurate color from your creative outputs. If you will just browse the internet or write scripts, you can easily turn on the blue filter to protect your eyes. The blue light filter has 4 levels to choose from. Lastly, for the display, this monitor has an HDR feature if you want to turn it on while watching movies. The HDR from this monitor is the entry level of the HDR world, which is HDR 400. Since we all know the specs of the monitor itself, let's go with the price here in the Philippines. Currently, the price of this ProArt P827 AC is at 31,110 pesos in ASUS flagship store on Lazada. So let me present to you my experience using this monitor. First is the advantage of having a bigger screen. So most of the time na nag-edit ako dati ay gamit ko lang is yung screen ng mismong MacBook ko. So for example, I'm using the After Effects and Premiere Pro on the side. So nag-alt-tab lang ako or siniswitch desktop ko lang sa MacBook. And okay naman ako. But using a bigger screen, doon ko na-appreciate na pwede ko siyang makita yung multiple screen in both window or both frame na hindi ako nag-alt-tab or hindi nagsiswitch yung desktop ko. Which is okay kapag multitasking. Especially, for example, nag-research ka on the side and nagta-type ka ng script mo for content creation, okay na okay siya. Second is bigger workspace for editing. As you may all know, nag-edit ako ng content using this monitor, and having that bigger workspace, malaking tulong siya especially sa timeline, and also yung laki ng preview monitor mo or ng reference monitor mo, mas na-appreciate mo yung in terms of color grading, color corrections. Okay na okay to for me yung ganitong monitor, ganitong laking monitor, and hindi ako ganong nalulula. Hindi rin nagiging malaro yung mata ko while looking at this monitor. So, for me, fit siya and okay na okay siya for my kind of work. So third is watching YouTube videos in this monitor. Okay naman siya once na full screen mo, na ma-maximize niya naman yung resolution, and okay experience kasi having a bigger monitor talagang nakaka-amaze kapag lalo naka 4K resolution pa yung pinapanood mo. Mas na-appreciate mo yung panonood ng mga content or ng other videos from YouTube or Netflix for example. So next is the speaker. Mamaya sasabihin ko yung mga pros and cons for me using this monitor. But for the speaker, hindi siya ganun ka-okay. Yung speaker na built-in nito, hindi ganun kalakas and hindi rin ganun okay yung quality in terms of bass and mids. But yes, meron siyang speaker. Kung wala ka pang speaker monitor, pwede mo muna siyang gamitin. But right now, I'm using the speaker of my MacBook itself para mas malakas and mas okay yung sound. So with that, let's go to the next part of this video, which is the pros and cons. So for the pros, gusto ko talaga yung color accuracy nito. Promise. Dati kasi sa MacBook, though alam ko, sabi nila, color accurate yung MacBook screen, but may mga times na meron akong artwork and nag-iiba yung color na nakukuha ko kapag nasa phone na or kapag nasa ibang device na. And using this monitor, mas na-appreciate ko siya kasi, totoo pala yung color accuracy. So, yun yung mga unang gusto ko talaga dito sa monitor na to, na hindi ako napapahiya sa mga clients or hindi ako napapahiya sa mga pinagsasendan ko ng artworks ko or sa mga ina-upload ko sa YouTube channel ko na hindi ganun ka-accurate pala yung pagko-color. Kala ko okay na nung ini-edit ko siya, then pag-upload ko, iba pala yung resulta. So, okay siya na merong ganitong feature yung monitor na for me na hindi ako ganun ka-expert in terms of pagko-color calibrate ng monitor. So with the presets available in this monitor, mas napadali yung workflow ko. Hindi na ako na problema if kailangan ko ba siya i-calibrate, and gusto ko rin yung may certificate siya pagkabili mo. So makikita mo talaga na na-calibrate siya mismo sa factory and wala ka nang poproblemahin once na ginamit mo tong monitor na to. If you will use it for gaming talaga most of the time, then go with the higher refresh rate. Pero if you will use it for bread and butter mo talaga and for editing and for content creation, I do suggest na kumuha ka ng monitor na color accurate. Next is gusto ko yung na-charge niya at na-open niya yung MacBook Pro ko. Meaning, hindi na ako kailangan maglagay pa ng ibang charger para sa MacBook ko, and ma-maximize ko kung ilan lang yung nakasaksak doon sa port ng MacBook Pro. So, isa lang siya, which is yung Thunderbolt, and yun na rin yung nagsiserve as HDMI port niya papunta doon sa monitor, and yun na din yung nag-charge ng laptop ko. And sobrang convenient niya in terms of cable management in the future kapag nag-cable management na ako. And yung ports nga, yun. Mas marami pa ako nasasaksak sa MacBook Pro ko. Meron pa ako natitirang 3 ports. So, okay siya. Next is yung multiple ports. So, aside from the 3 3 ports na available dun sa MacBook Pro ko, since nakakonect yung isang port papuntang monitor, meron pang 4 na USB port 3.0 dun sa monitor. So, marami ka talagang pwedeng isaksak using this monitor. So, kung gusto mo yon, okay na okay itong monitor sa'yo. Next is the blue filter. Alam naman natin na kapag nasa creative work ka or you're working long hours sa monitor mo, in front of your monitor, kailangan mo ng protection para sa mata mo. So, having this blue light filter, okay siya. I mean, for long-term use and for my eye protection, thank you, Asus, for doing that. And lastly, sabi ko nga, hindi ako ganun ka-expert pa in terms of color calibration. So, having those out-of-the-box presets for my sRGB and Rec 709 mode, okay siya. Napadali yung workflow ko, napadali yung buhay ko. Pero, it doesn't mean na hindi ko na pag-aaralan yung color calibration and color management. I do plan to study it more para at least using this monitor, ma-maximize ko yung color management ko. So with our pros out of the way, let's go to the next part, which is yung cons. Ito na. Marami nga ba akong cons dito? Hindi. Konti lang. First is yung big monitor-based footprint. So kung mapapansin nyo, medyo malaki yung na-occupy nyo dun sa desk ko. Kaya I do suggest if you will buy this kind of monitor or other monitor, kailangan merong VESA wall mounting para at least pwede kayo makabili ng mga monitor arm para doon mo i-mount yung monitor mo para ma-lessen mo yung mga nakalagay sa desk mo. Mas marami ka pang space for your notebook or for your keyboard or for your mouse to place during your working time. Next is no cable management dun sa stand. So, nakalabas lang yung cable mo dun. So, kailangan mo pang bumili ng other cable management. But sobrang minimal cons lang for me yun. Kasi, ang dami nang binigay sa yung feature ng monitor in terms of my workflow. Pero yung cable management nga, ano na yun eh, para sa akin na yun. Kumbaga, ako na dapat maging responsible sa cable management ko. Pero, nice to have siya kung meron siyang built-in cable management dun sa stand, di ba? So, yun. Last cons is that, not a monitor issue, pero magandang isabihin ko na rin sa inyo if you will buy this monitor tas naka MacBook Pro ka. So, may chance siya na magkaroon ng hiccups or yung lag kapag kinabit mo sa MacBook Pro mo, tas merong, kumbaga, high temperature yung room mo, may experience mo yung lagginess talaga. Kasi may time na mag-overshoot yung fan ng MacBook mo kapag kinabit mo tong monitor na to. So, I know hindi to monitor problem ha. Yung sa mismong laptop problem to. So, ang solution na ginawa ko is talagang, yun, no choice, but kailangan mo talagang palamigin yung room mo if you will use your MacBook Pro with this monitor. So, I guess, nawala na yung hiccups nung lumamig na yung room and nagagamit ko na siya smoothly. And thankfully, na ma-maximize ko na yung monitor na to. At na-enjoy ko siya during my working hours and during my leisure time, which is watching YouTube videos and watching Netflix. So, I think that's all for today. Thank you for watching this video and I hope na yung review natin after I use this monitor for almost 6 months is naging helpful sa inyo in terms of your buying decision if magpapursue ba kayo sa pagbili ng P827AC. One thing na gusto ko lang malaman nyo, this is sulit talaga. Sulit tong monitor na to given dun sa price range niya and dun sa feature na pwede niyang i-offer sa inyo. And if you're like me na nasa creative industry, talagang ma-appreciate mo yung color accuracy ng monitor na to. Sa work mo, talagang ma-amaze kayo. Ala, parehas talaga yung output ko. Parehas yung colors na binibigay mo sa printout, from the monitor to print out, from the monitor to your other devices. So, yun, nakaka-amaze lang na may ganun pala talaga and it really boost your parang confidence sa mga client mo na, hindi, tama yung pagde-design ko, tama yung color scheming ko, or tama yung color grading ko. So, those are the things na talagang sobrang thankful ako when I use this monitor. Para ba parang documentary or testimonial video na itong video. But yes, sobrang na-appreciate ko lang yung experience na nakuha ko with this P827AC Asus ProArt monitor. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching this video. I hope this helps. And if you want to know more about photography, videography, editing, and vlogging, consider clicking the subscribe button. And if you find value in this video, don't forget to click the like and share button. Also, we do have our Buy Me a Coffee site link in our description box below if you want to support me and this channel in creating more videos in the future. So once again, this is Jeff Geronimo. Thank you for watching this video. See you on my next one. Bye. Peace.